Yeah, it's your boy Fist in his ass, bringing another great edition of Modern Warfare 3 from me to you, because that's what I do. Guess what? New map packs have dropped. And I know you all seen my last video, and I got a lot to say, bro. I got tons to say. I got both videos. I got Liberation and Piazza. So, Liberation is basically a remake of Central Park in New York City. Now, here's the thing that I have a problem with. You know, I buy Call of Duty games for Ground War. I play the game for Ground War. And my assumption is that, you know, if you have that game type in your game, then I'm going to assume that this particular game is going to be, or this game type is going to be selectable for the new maps, but it's not. So I'm highly disappointed in that situation. I don't understand why there's tons of maps that are left out of Ground War when they're plenty big enough. I mean, literally. So anyways, here's the deal. If you're a Ground War player, you know, my suggestion to you is to wait until the maps are released to the, I guess, the general public. I don't know how this is supposed to work, but as it stands now, there is no Ground War option for the elite community. So now there is a tab or a selection section that is listed elite. So it's no longer do the maps drop under, hey, you go under standard gameplay, and then if that person doesn't have it, oh well, he just doesn't get in. No, it's an elite playlist now. So now it says elite domination, but there's no Ground War. I don't understand it. So I don't know why they would split the community up like that. Just go ahead and mix it in, and then let the people get in that have it, and the people that don't. That's fine. Which makes, you know, zero sense. So this is the last time I'm going to talk about it. I'm just disappointed in it. You know, I patronized them. I gave my money in good faith, and it should have been up there. I mean, it's like, come on, the game's been out 8 years. I don't know what they don't understand. It's been there forever. It's like trickle down. What are you planning on doing? It's nothing. So anyways, there's plenty of time to talk about this map, and I know you like to hear my, you know, it seems to me that people, there's a disparity, you know, from the young people who don't understand the value of money. And then they're like, oh, just quit bitching and play Team Deathmatch or Domination. That's not the point. The point is that when you go out and work and go make your own money and make a living, and you spend your money on services, whether it be someone fixing your car, giving you food, whatever it is, you're giving them the money that you've worked for. And when you don't get the services that you expect to get, then you're going to be upset. And I don't expect you to understand that, because you haven't reached that point to where you're paying your own bills, or, you know, you did anything on your own. You know, it's like, oh, Mom, I need the map packs. Can I get like $30 on your credit card? And there's no value for that money there. You know, oh, so what? Just play Team Deathmatch or Domination. I don't care. Not my money. You know, there's no value. See, when you work all summer and bust your ass and buy your first car or whatever it might be. I mean, there's some people that are born with a silver spoon in their mouth. I don't have a problem with that. But, you know, their parents do teach them humility. Then, you know, millionaires just don't give their kids money unless they wind up just using drugs and killing themselves. But that's not the point that I'm trying to discuss here. The point being is that some people make comments that have no rationality behind them. And I don't expect them to, because they haven't lived life or lived past their bedroom. So that's, you know, neither here nor there. So, you know, the video's long. I wanted to get all that out of the way, you know, so that some people can understand that. You know, I'm not Woody, and I'm not White Boy or none of those guys. I'm not going to sit there and you know, talk to you like little babies. When you come to my channel, I'm gonna just tell it straight up, and if you know you feel as though you're offended, you shouldn't, because I don't know you personally. If those people have you convinced that they're your personal friends, then that's their job. That's what they do. I don't do that. I'm just like, whatever. I tell the truth. You know, it's just that when I say what I say, I'm saying it based on my, my age. You know, and some of the people that hear the things that I say, it comes out like, oh, he's an asshole, or what a jerk, or, who does he think he is, blah, blah, blah. No, once you get to a certain point in your life and you've lived and you're just like, listen, just be honest with me, tell me straight up, keep it real. The honesty is the best policy. I'm going to tell you that. When it comes down to the end, when it gets down, it's funny, like you'll see older people and they'll be like, they'll just say shit and you'll just be amazed. But you know what? They've lived it. They know what they're talking about. So with that being said, let's get on. I hope you've learned something in everything I've just said. I don't want to sound crabby because these are 2 new maps, but I had to get that out of the way because I posted a video earlier about my how disgruntled I was about, me giving up money and then not getting what they already had put out there. That's like saying, okay, there's an apple pie in the window. I've been coming here and eating apple pie the whole time, and then there's an apple pie in the window that's already done cooked, and they're like, well, we're not selling that to you. It's just there for looks. Well, what the fuck is it there for? Why is it there? What am I paying for? That's why I come to your store. It makes no sense. None. Zero. So anyways, this is Liberation. Yeah, I'm sorry. Now you're sticking through it. Now you're here. Let's talk about the map. There's plenty of time. Plenty of time. So Liberation, you could see if you were watching the video, you could see that I was, people are like, fisticuffs, you never play objectives, blah blah blah. Well, I said, listen, these are you'll wind up. You can either pick team deathmatch, kill confirmed, or domination 6v6. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna be like those other guys who just kill whore in a 6v6. I'll do my killing in 9v9 because you can't have 20 chiefs on the flag. You gotta have some Indians. But in this game, there's 6 players. You gotta win the game. I mean, it's mostly held on you. So I'm not sitting here trying to be like, explode myself into something you think that I'm not and be like, oh, Moab. I mean, you could do that. This is what Domination's for. I mean, it's the easiest game to get Moabs in because you just kill people that are running to the objectives when you don't objectify. But in this particular game, Liberation, 6v6, I don't like playing it, but I'm forced to because there's no ground war. 6v6, you have a reason to use fall camo now. It's actually looks really nice. And there's a lot of these maps are nice. Piazza and Liberation are great creations. I like the colors. I like the way that there's crows or certain types of birds, crickets, frogs, all this stuff that I look at. I mean, you'll notice that there's certain angles that you can catch from C. B is really hard to capture. Most of the action happens right around C. They'll spawn back here where the behind me where I'm at right now, mostly by that bridge and inside the bottom of B, coming up through B. That's where they'll mostly spawn. So if you're having a problem like, where are they spawning? Well, that's where you should go. Those are the 2 spots, and usually they'll spawn on the top of, I think it's C or A, whatever I'm facing, A. And they'll spawn back there. And this is a very big map. This should be a ground war map, and I'm assuming that down the road it's going to be. I like it. This map, it takes a little. It's unlike Piazza. When I talk about Piazza, I won't talk about all the bullshit that's going on with how I'm feeling about it. I'll just talk about the game. But this particular map, compared to Piazza is you can learn it the flow of where everybody's going and how everything works. You can figure that out really fast on this map. I mean, not this map, but Piazza. This map's going to take you a little while to figure it out, but I'm mainly giving you the one spot to look at. Look right here. That's where you want to look. That bridge is a spawn haven. Right down there, and then right underneath they're right there, that little tunnel right there. If they're not spawning at the end of that bridge, they're spawning out of that tunnel. So mainly, you could just sit up on C and hang around B, and you could just stay away from that other place where all the snipers are going to be at, and that's mostly where all the action's going to be. Overall, I like the map. It's a Ground War 9v9 domination map for sure, and hopefully we'll see it there. And no hard feelings, but like I said, keep it real. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, learned something, and my little couple tips from me to you. Until next time, it's your boy Fist. Peace, and I'm out.